Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Midday money on a Saturday, although it's a little before midday because we got college basketball and college football tipping off at noon. So I figured I'd pop in a little early and say hello. Let's go. We'll recap real fast and we'll get to the business. College football 2-0 in the video last night, 49-30 plus 17.55. Full totals go over there, so that's wonderful. And we'll post them up here for everybody to get here. So today, Ohio and UFC. It's University of Central Florida. I put UFC, it should be UCF. It happens. There we go. You figured I had time to adjust that. I didn't. Wasn't paying attention. I'm like I'm a UCF guy, a UFC guy, I should say, right? But Central Florida and Ohio. The Ohio lines come down a bit, and Toledo. Listen, this team, I said the other day on the show, 11 times favored, one time a dog to Ohio State. They got run out, and they're 7-5. Throw out the loss, 7-4, 11 games favored, losing outright, double-digit fave. Give me Ohio here in the money line. And Central Florida, what did we see last week? Them, a miracle cover. They were up, 31 to something, 37, whatever the case may be, rolling along in that game. Next thing you know, they're down 39-38. Last second, one-handed grab. And you have, Tulane here. Again, watch them beat Cincinnati, I'll say the cream of the crop of the AAC. They're a very good team for years here. Big win there. Revenge spot. I'm not buying it. Give me the Knights here. Golden Knights, much like Vegas. College hoop, 37-35 in the video. I got 2 and 3 yesterday on my premium plays, 132 and 102, still 56%. But last couple days, a little under 500. I think I'm 15 and 19 with my basketball this week. Not great. You got to do better. I got 17 college basketball today. That's how I roll. In the video, Rutgers. We'll start with Oklahoma, Rutgers, Buffalo, Bradley, Toledo. A lot of games. And like I said, I got 17 college basketball. I got these 5 here. I got another 4. I got Citadel, Drexel, Dartmouth, and New Orleans. I all thought about adding as well. It is what it is. It is what it is. I know we're going to want to talk about early action here. We got basketball underway, Fordham and Tulane. No, thank you. I would maybe lean Fordham here. I know the game's underway, but Tulane's got a big football game tonight. Are the kids getting up early to go cheer on a team at 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning after partying on a Friday night? I don't know. I don't think so. We're coming up on Notre Dame and the Cuse at 12. I have the I'll let you know this is in one of I have a bunch of 3-packs up today. So I'll give you a couple out of each 3-pack here. So I got Notre Dame under here in my early 3-pack. Georgetown, South Carolina. I'm not a fan of either one of these teams. Both look pretty bad. I want to actually say let's lean on Georgetown here, but I really can't. I mean, looking at the numbers, I don't. This was a 4.5 opener. It's gone up to 6 this year. No thanks. Ohio State and newer people in the chat. I see games like this. I don't even look at these. I'm not looking at like 25, 30 points for teams. So I don't do that. Furman, South Carolina State. Forget about Ohio State laying 28. How about Furman laying 25 themselves? What would Ohio State be laying against South Carolina State? 40? Chattanooga and the Weeb. This game I did have circled here. I was going back and forth on looking at this one. I'm like, what should I do? Because I kind of like Chattanooga. I got a sneeze coming on. Hold on a second. Tim's here. He'll say hello.
Hello, how you doing? Good morning. I actually do have Furman, so I'll agree with Higgs on that one. I'm on Furman plus the 11.
Right?
That was a value play. I think we had him at like a 6. We had it at a 6. So
I like the little Rams there early in the morning. It's just I don't like the Tulane spot. Who's coming out to cheer that team on? They're out.
well, that stadium's empty.
I mean, seriously.
But there you go.
Again, so I thought about, I sort of like the little Chattanooga, but no thanks. Again, I got 17 games. I don't have to force stuff when we don't have to. And college, we got a bunch of stuff today, right? Was it championship? Wow. Okay, let's speak of championship. So USC goes down yesterday. And I like the Trojans. I thought they were going to take care of business. They did for a quarter. They look pretty good. And then the wheels fall off. And I did say I don't think you could take Ohio State or Alabama over a USC or a TCU team. Now, the fact that USC rolls in an Ohio State type loss and then your quarterback's hurt, I got to drop you down. It's like Tennessee. You can't put Tennessee. If there was a expanded playoff, you can't put Tennessee in there. They're not a top 5 team with a backup quarterback. USC is nothing without their quarterback. So now here's the dilemma here with putting a team in. They want to talk about moving up Ohio State. Obviously, I think Ohio State should get in over Alabama. They have one loss, right? I mean, Alabama people, they lost close games on the road, field goals. Well, I saw you win close games too against some bottom feeders. I saw you win a couple close games. You can't have it both ways, Bama people. All right? And the whole, if this was an expanded playoff, who'd want to play Alabama? I don't know, man. You guys are the same people who are complaining about the Bad Boy Mowers Bowl. Why do we get these teams in these crazy bowls? Bring back 18 bowls. They were good. I mean, I don't understand. An expanded playoff how would that be great this year? You'd have Tennessee and USC in there with no quarterbacks. All right, but you definitely got to get Tennessee in there because they're SEC. Who do you put in there? Penn State? You think Penn State belongs to be in here? I mean, I don't love Notre Dame. I thought they were kind of crappy, but at least I want to say they played good. They still had a loss to Marshall. But they would be in there somehow because they're Notre Dame. You got to get them in there. I do not agree with it. Even now, I mean, TCU, they found ways to win all year. Boy, if they don't win, they're out. It's going to be Alabama and Ohio State. Why? How about if LSU wins, LSU should be in there over Alabama and Ohio State. I mean, if we're going to go like, well, look at this win. You won the SEC, right? It's the SEC. How do you put Alabama in there over them?
I put Alabama in over LSU because Alabama has 2 losses and LSU has 3.
LSU beat Alabama and they won the SEC championship.
They still have 3 losses. Well,
doesn't make
they wouldn't have to worry about it if they would have beat Texas A&M.
If LSU wins, you can't. I don't want to hear shit about, and I don't curse. I don't want to hear anything about the SEC. If LSU wins and not in, stop. The SEC is crap. I don't want to hear about SEC championship. I don't want to hear about how it's the toughest conference in the world. It's not.
Even if LSU wins by 20 today, which is not going to happen, they're not getting in.
They better bet in.
No, if they wanted to get in, beat where were they?
Same with Alabama. Alabama, you want to get in. You should have beat LSU. Why didn't you beat the team? You should have beat the team. Ohio State, you should have beat the team. You should have beat Michigan. You should have beat Tennessee.
But
you should have beat LSU.
You're making the same case. Like LSU had a blowout loss.
Doesn't make a difference. You're SEC champion. You're the SEC.
Garbage.
All I've heard for the last decade is it's SEC. We see, there's 9 teams in the top 25 from the SEC. It's the toughest conference. The SEC champion doesn't get in the playoffs. Sure, I'll remember that when they put LSU and Alabama in when they face each other in the championship game, they put them in the playoffs and they face each other again in the playoffs. Come on, no.
I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, I like Georgia. I hope LSU wins because LSU better get in. I don't want to hear it. LSU, Georgia, Michigan, and I guess Ohio State. There you go. Those are your four. LSU over Alabama. Tired of SEC bullshit. Oh, they're so good. It's freaking mediocre. Alabama was in 4th place in the SEC. 4th place. Joseph, good morning. Would you take a picture of me working out? Looks like my abs in your photo there. I won't be very popular. Just cash the winner, Netherlands over. Who? Well, if you're taking U.S. soccer, you deserve to lose your money. A fool and his money were lucky enough to get together in the first place. Why are you betting USA soccer? They're crap. Tyreek's in the house. I haven't seen Tyreek in a bit. Welcome, my friend. Akron. I don't know how it ended. I said in the chat here, take Akron. Why not little money line? Buffalo had been terrible down the stretch. Akron had a
Buffalo won by 1.
Yeah, 23-22.
But they needed to win.
They didn't cover. People in here wanted to take Buffalo yesterday. And they won with a minute to go and got a 2-point conversion. Or they tried for a 2-point conversion, but I mean, I don't know. I said don't take Buffalo. I know that. Citadel Rutgers. Like them both, Ant. Like them both. What do you got here? Eric, what do you say? Of course, Utah takes that USC. I'm sure the dude who bet 900,000 on USC is happy. Oh, boy. Georgia for $1 million coming in next week.
Utah was the easiest play on the board yesterday. There was 91% of money on USC. You think that Vegas would have had to tear down a hotel last night? No.
It's
no,
you know what? You're coming now, though. You have. Now I like the Utah team. They're tough.
We are on Utah money line plus 130 last night.
And if you're taking Utah, you take a money line because either Utah's winning outright or USC's winning by 10. Like the line doesn't kick in place. But see, the money thing for me now, and this is the last couple of years, and I've said this before. It's on TV. It's all over states. Public money, this and that. And, of course, at championship games, you're going to have disparities of money because that's just the way it is. There's less games to bet. People are betting them. And now being legal, like to me, that's not something I really even look at anymore. That is not a thing for me because, it's tons of public money. They're going to win sometimes. And then what? Oh, my goodness, I can't.
Yeah, they'll win when there's like 60, 70% of money on a side. 91%, there was no way that USC was winning yesterday.
But 91%, you had one guy bet $1 million on him. That offsets. I mean, come on.
How many people did you see on Utah yesterday?
You have a guy who went to USC. He works in Silicon Valley. He makes $10 million a month. I'm betting my team. That's totally skews stuff now. This ain't 98. It's not 2005. It's not 2015 even. Where you wouldn't even hear about that because that bet wouldn't be happening. Because the move then would have been real bettors moving the line. Not because, we got a bunch of alumni coming in betting games who are wealthy and doing stuff. That's why I can't, I don't really put credence into that anymore.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
It is.
But still, that's just there was a crazy amount of money on USC yesterday.
And the line never moved. It went from 1 to 2. It opened to 1.
I thought it opened up at like 3.
I got it at 1.5. I got USC at 1.5 when it opened.
Is it 1.5 open? 3.5 or whatever. Okay.
But if somebody puts $1 million on a team, it's going to move a point.
Yeah, it moved a point in the opposite direction. I thought
it went to if USC.
I thought it opened up at -3 and a hook and then dropped.
I got USC at -1 on when it opened up on the sites. Multiple sites.
That's interesting. All right. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that and those moves. Let's talk about the Buffalo line move. 5.5. It goes down to 3.5. Eagles 6.5. It is now 4.
I kind of like the
Now,
Eagles.
who's moving those lines on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? That is not Joe Schmo and his
No, it's
money.
not.
That's the ones I worry about. I don't care about on Sunday. It was like, well, 88% of the money. Well, that does me no good because 99% of the people are watching ESPN freaking Game Day, seeing what this derelict wants to bet on and following that guy, or somebody's rolling out coming out of the lab with some ridiculous 19 team parlay for you to bet on. That's not real.
No,
You got to take that right out.
Yep.
Next week, whoever those games start. Oh, for what, the Georgia game? People complain about too many bowl games and ones that wear masks while driving. The bowl games, I don't like a huge amount of bowl games. You get a lot of garbage ones, right? I mean, they used to be good matchups. And the same people who complain about the bowl games want more playoff games. How do you have more playoff teams? How do you have more? People want more playoff teams. Georgia would have been a double-digit favorite over USC, right? I mean, they're a double-digit favorite. Now you have them facing who? Let's add a team. Let's add Penn State, Tulane, UCF, insert whoever. 20-point games. They're real competitive. Yeah, I mean, these people come in, and I don't, I never mock anybody's bankroll. $5, you could be betting $1, 500, 5 million. Everybody's got different money. But come on, you can't. That's because the guy's putting that much money on. I don't have to respect it. Georgia football first half. IUPUI team total under. IUPU for sure. Houston Cougars over. Huh? You think they're going to run it up on Mary's? Make these plays, softies play in the cold. What do you mean? They're playing indoors? The SEC? I mean, the SEC, I think the SEC kind of travels a little bit, but they play their specific brand of football. Yeah, don't bet USA Soccer. It's terrible. BC against Duke and Bama South DAC. What's that Duke line? 17? Where is it? Did it move at all? I don't. Markel just comes in with like a name. I got to go hunt down the board here for Duke and who's the other one? Alabama. I think Alabama's a late game if I remember. I don't even know where it is.
Alabama is a late game. I remember seeing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Here we go, Alabama. So that was 19.5. I mean, Markel, you come in here. You're here all the time. Why am I going to even give you an opinion on a crazy game like this? I'm not going to tell you to do anything on this game. It was 19. I got Bama at 20. Do I want to lay 19 points? No. And Duke, BC. I can't even find it. But again, I'm not going to tell you to lay. I mean, actually, I think that kind of looks a little low at 17. Where is it? I can't even find Duke. Are they playing today? Why can't I? It's even on my card here. I can't find it.
Duke against Boston College.
Yeah, no, I just can't find it on. Excuse me. 655. Here we go. 17. So it hasn't even moved. You know which mine? More reason like Boston College because every schmuck's going to run on bet Duke because they're the Duke Blue Devils. So I would lean the dog there, but I'm not betting those games. I can't. Especially big name schools like Duke. Shannon's in the house. Good morning. It's you turn off. I was going to take +3. Take the money line. Yes. No limits in the house. He's back. He's back. How'd that Timberwolves? How'd fade in Timberwolves work out for you? No limit. I've been waiting for you. You hadn't come in. NBA, and I don't like any NBA. You just gotta. Those lines come out. Oh, the guy's hurt. Just bet the team that's got the hurt guy that first game, second game. It is. I don't say it's guaranteed, but Tim, has it not cashed like every single time that's been here?
Oh, you fade the injury report all the time.
Right?
I do it all the time. All the time. And it works, yeah.
Groovy's agreeing. Stay away from the Duke game. Everybody's going to bet Duke. Sacramento Kings in the NBA. We like the Sacramento Kings team. That's our little NBA squad there, the Kings. First, I look at the handle. If Utah wins less, everyone complains all the public won, but the percentage was on USC. Yeah. I mean, it was a good revenge spot for them. Utah had to rally back at home to beat them. But it came down to the defense, and the USC defense was the weakest unit out of all four on the field last night between the offenses and defenses. That was, you might have the best offense, but the defense is a problem. And then your quarterback gets hurt. I mean, come on, were they up 17-3? What happened? Hats off to the Utes. Utes, again, Pac-12 favorites to start the season. Utah Utes. In case those of you who just came into the universe for the Pac-12 championship thinking it's a huge upset, they were the favorites coming into the season. Knicks and Dallas. Any NBA, Tim? My NBA I looked at. I thought about leaning Toronto in a bounce back spot. That was about it for me. Against a better Magic team on the road.
I love Toronto at home. I'm not laying 10.5 points.
Exactly. It's 10.5. No.
I'm on the Knicks today. That is it, because Dallas is 1-8 on the road this year, 2-7 against the spread. Their one road win was the fourth game of the year. No, against Brooklyn in overtime. Right. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going after Dallas.
Knicks money line.
Knicks, and then I also kind of leaned the Thunder, but I didn't bet it.
There you go. When I was on Twin Show yesterday, they laughed at me when I said I'm taking the Lakers and had Anthony Davis is rolling. Anthony Davis is rolling, but listen, I'll laugh at your Lakers too. I'm not looking to bet the Lakers. No thanks. Bills had the money and percentage on them on Thursday and won both. You got to remember as well. I agree with that one. That was a 5.5. I like Buffalo. I said Buffalo. At 3.5. No. Same with this Eagles game. 6.5. I'm give me some Tennessee. Eagles just got to win by 7. Give me Tennessee. At 4, I can't play this game right now. It's the Eagles. I think the Eagles are the value here at this price. College football. What do we got here today? Central Florida. I got it. I got Central Florida. It's in the chat. I'm with you on the plus money with UCF. They look terrible. They did. They beat them in Tulane. They looked terrible last week. Nearly lost that game. And Tulane beat Cincinnati. They're riding high. It's Tulane. No. Give me Florida. Under St. Mary's Houston. I got it. I got under 119.5. That's in my late 3-pack. So now you have one. I guess the others. Markel's agrees with Groovy. Wiggins' first basket. Oh, my goodness. Thank me later, Wiggins. I'm not even – I'd get the pen out for the thank me later, but I'm not even going to look to see who scores in that game. I had somebody – it came up on in the comments. It was the Mavericks Golden State game. And I put it out on Win a Free Pick page. I said, hey, take the Mavericks today. Warriors, bad on the road, blah, blah, blah. And this guy's like, you're out of your mind. Warriors all day. You're crazy, blah, blah, blah. Wiggins, he'll be tough on Luka. And then I go to because I try to respond to comments. They're gone. He deleted them. Stand by your thing. I'll take a loss. You're going to lose, folks. All right? You're going to lose. It happens. I'll rib you a little bit, with the whole when you come in, thank me laters. It's all right. It's all good. If you think you're gonna win every game, newsflash, you're not. You're not. I would like to see USC game if Williams not get hurt. Yeah, the guy gets hurt, it changes the aspect game, especially quarterback. I mean, you lose your quarterback. Toronto unders. What's this total in Toronto? 218. Whee! That's a low one. That's a low ball right there. 218. They're begging you to go over that one, Groovy. Christian Watson going to score on the Bears tomorrow. Is that the kid who has he's got more touchdowns than Jefferson, right? I mean, this kid's first. Aaron Jones, C.D. Watson. Okay. Oh my God. Look at this. We got Groovy thinks the Packers are going to put 40 up tomorrow, apparently. Oh my goodness. Is Fields playing? Fields going to come in and play? If Fields was playing, I'd be on the Bears here. Obviously, Rodgers is going to be in, right? Is it Rodgers? Why not just let Jordan Love quarterback? What are you
Rodgers doing? Doesn't have an injury and on the report, so he's going to play.
That's probably why the lines popped up. Georgetown get a big first half lead over South Carolina. Listen, South Carolina, this isn't really a team you want to jump on. These guys lost the other day. I'm pulling them up. Hold on. GW beat them by 24. All right.
George Washington. Yep.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Who's by 24 to George Washington? That being said, I kind of, even at the 5-6, I can't lay that with Georgetown. Notre Dame under is looking bad already out of the gate for me. Oh, wonderful. Fields is playing. Yeah. 305 Canes like the Horned Frogs. Why wouldn't you? With these guys, what game on? Oh, I turned the TV on. My backup over here. It's the Toledo game's on. I don't know where the Horned Frogs are on TV. What are they on? Fox Sports?
ABC.
ABC. All right. I like these guys have won all year. I don't want to hear they play close games. You know what they do? They win every game. They're not losing in last second field goals or extra points, going for 2. The other team's not scoring a touchdown with no time on the clock, going for 2 and beating you like Utah versus USC. They're not taking you to overtime and you're losing on a 2-point conversion to overtime like Alabama, or last second field goals, or losing by 20 at home to Michigan when you're 10-point favorites. They've won every game. Get the shot. They're in there. I don't know you. The fact that, and we were talking about this earlier, Canes, and I'm like, you can't put Bama in here. If these guys lose, fine. You want to put Ohio State in? You can't put Alabama in over Ohio State because you got Ohio State ranked ahead of them right now in the rankings. All right? So how the hell are you jumping over teams that aren't even playing to put a team in? TCU loses, they're still got 1 loss. You're going to put 2-loss team in over them? No. Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, TCU. They've won every game. It's 11. Hold on. What's 11? The Bears are getting 11? Is that right? I'm taking the Bears right now if they're getting 11 points. Green Bay's laying 11 on the road? I'm pulling up. I'm probably going to freeze because I'm pulling up live stuff
What?
right now.
It's a 3.5.
Sorry.
What are you talking about? It's 11 now in Chicago. Clint Eastwood says, I feel punked. Oh, at the time. He's talking about the time.
Oh. I was like, what's he talking about?
Come on, dude.
Oh, I bet TC, the line movement scared me. What's the line movement on this? What did it go to? It opened at 1.5. What's it at now? 2?
No, it was. No. I don't know what it was at, but it was like a pick 'em or something.
So it came down a little point on. People got bet K-State. I get it. They score some points. They give up points.
Good. They're a good squad.
They're a good squad, but you know what? I got the Heisman winner on TCU. Again, a team that's never lost. A team that just finds a way to win. It doesn't lose late games. It wins. Bajero, you ate a llama in Peru. Oh, my goodness. How did it taste? Tastes like chicken?
Yeah, I was about to ask, does it taste good?
I don't mind eating a llama. What are you going to do? You're hungry. How bad could it be? I'm gonna put some cheese on it and some bacon and make it a nice burger. That's what I do.
That sounds really good. A llama burger. Damn it! Now I'm hungry. Come on, Higgs.
That's what we do. Llama burgers. Oh man! All right. So I'm on the YouTube because I was reading you the no way Golden State loses, and then I see we have our little bots, our bot attack going.
Did you see that Houston won on the road yesterday against Phoenix? 11.5-point dogs.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. They were down like 20-something too. Crazy. Didn't bet it, but sheesh.
It's 11 o'clock time. All right. Thanks for the time update, Groovy. I appreciate it. Argentina -1. I do not do soccer. I have no idea. Don't cry for me, Argentina. That's what you're going to say when they lose. You're going to be singing a song. Don't take me to see Evita. What a terrible movie. K-State's driving. It's going to grab some points with TCU. That game's on. Where's that at? It's on 7?
ESPN on ABC.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Where's on right now? TCU. There we go. You're on board. It's a big pack today. We're gonna take care of business. I took 8 with Carolina. I like Carolina. I mean, have you seen the Clemson offense play? Have you seen the Clemson defense give up points to Wake Forest, Florida State, Notre Dame? I know Mays hasn't been that sharp. The guy can throw the ball. I'll take 8. What happened? I just went to a commercial here. Am I behind? Why is Bama like a rash?
Kansas State?
Yeah.
Kansas State's punting.
All right. Somebody just said they were driving. What's driving? Listen, 3rd and 7 from your own 38 isn't driving.
No, they're punting from their own 43.
All right. That's not driving. You get Shannon. I love you. You come in. I appreciate you. You're not driving unless you're on the other side of the field. You're on the 30, you're driving. You're on your own 40, you're not driving. You got the ball. That's what you got. But where are we at? Bama's like a rash. Yeah, I mean, if Bama had 1 loss, sure. 2 losses, you're in a championship game. You're in a championship. You're not in the championship game. Sorry, it's over. I can't wait I said this. I can't wait to bet against Bama. I'm waiting for these bowl lines to come out. USC is another team. Bet against them right out of the bat. A team you bet on is Utah. I mean, we bet him last year because Whittingham, they were talking about that was going to be his last game. He comes back. Obviously, he thought he was going to be in the playoffs, but, even losing to Florida wasn't bad. The other losses, they come back to bite you. You got to win those games. But I'll bet him in a bowl game for sure. I'm going to root for you, Markel. Vote for Markel. He's a good guy. So, might like to weed a little too much, but I appreciate him. He's been here for 2 years, loyal watcher. Same unit each game, yes. Yeah, straight. Unless I roll out something special like a game of the week in the NFL or something, if something I really love, I'm just a straight better. I took Moneyline Kings. Take the Moneyline Kings. Michigan and Purdue. I think Michigan beats these guys. Last year they beat Ohio State nearly identical score. You know what they did in the Big Ten championship? A game they're not gonna play. They're getting ready for the playoffs. Yeah, sure. They only won by like 25 in that game. I don't care. The running backs out. Michigan running backs, they're a dime a dozen. Plug in another 4-star recruit. They'll be fine. They looked pretty good last week. Markel's winking at me. I don't know if that's good or bad. The most interesting man in the world. Yes. I love those commercials. If I gave you directions, you'll never be lost and you'll arrive 15 minutes early. Damn, Markel. I got jokes, baby. All right. So, Ohio, UCF were my money line plays here in college football today. Oklahoma, money line. Rutgers. Rutgers is almost a money line play for me as well. I probably should have put him out there rack. I said, I'll take 3. Maybe it's a close one. Indiana by a point at the buzzer or something. Buffalo, money line in hoops, and Bradley in Toledo. Now, as I mentioned, the last couple of days, I think I'm 15 and 19 in college hoops. And someone wrote me on Twitter, oh, you're going to win. You've been bad. The last week, we're plus money for the week. Last 5 days, we're down a little. In college hoops, I got Bradley and Toledo here at plus and minus 2.5. I've had a couple of these close calls. And what am I going to do? 200 games, I'm not going to catch every break so far on the baskets. I want to win every game. I wouldn't put them out if I didn't like them, number one. But I didn't think they're going to win. All right? I mean, we go through the board. I didn't like it. I didn't, no real opinion on it. If I got 17 games posted, obviously I like them, and I think I have an edge in them. No one's going to be happy going, 12-5 or 10-7 if you grind out. I can't win them all. I know people say they win them all. I know for a fact they don't, because for 25 years that I've been betting serious, I haven't won them all. Neither will you. Get that out of your heads, folks. I was talking. So Kyle Hunter is a friend of mine. I'm on some sites with Kyle. Kyle's really good. He's sharp as a tack. The dude is excellent. Totals, college basketball totals. He's your guy. He's fabulous. And he's more limited than me. He's more selective, I guess. Right? I mean, he bets games, not in my volume. Someone criticized him. He went took an 0-3 day. He's like, "Oh, you're crap." I mean, dude, the guy. And we talk about being on sites where you have your history, your ranking, leaderboards. I've been on that. I've been on sites with that guy for 15, 17 years. He is as good or better than any. He's for long term. Rickenbach's a guy, tremendous. You see the numbers, year in, year out. Do it. Don't give me a month. Don't give me a week. Don't give me 2 days. Anyway, let's not talk about that for a second. I don't know why. Don, grinds out. Again, listen, Don. I want to win everyone. Like I just said, we're gonna have spells like this where we're just dotting along 500, a couple games under, and now we just need a big break. You got to have that day where you're, 6-2. Hell, would I like to go 17-0? It's not gonna. I mean, do I think that when I wake up in the morning? Yeah, that's why I wouldn't play them if I didn't think they're going to win. But a winning day is a winning day, and you got to take them one at a time because it is a long endeavor. Lane's in the house. What do you say, fellow? Welcome. Good to see you. Where's my guy Big X been? I haven't seen Big X. I got my Taylor Ham shirt on for Big X, my Jersey brother. Where's he at? Tribe. Buckeye's going to be in top 4. Well, with USC going down, I think now if the game was a little closer, I don't think they should get leapfrog if they would have lost another close one. Like the first time they played, they went for 2 with no time on the clock. Now, though, you lose by 20. I mean, you punched in a garbage shot, whatever it was, 47-24, right? 20 points. It was 41-24 at one. It doesn't make a difference. You get smoked Ohio State style, and then your quarterback gets hurt. I don't think you deserve to be in there. Now, so I can't even say, well, if this happened, it's over. I think they're out and Ohio State moves up. The TCU game, I don't see how you're moving Alabama over TCU and into the top 4. They have one loss. They're losing. If they lose, it's in a championship game. And I like the Buckeyes. I liked Ohio State out of the gate. I thought they were the best team. And then after Georgia, for the first couple weeks, I was like, maybe Georgia's the best team. Ohio State, for me, should be in there over USC. And I was a firm believer, you can't leapfrog a team that loses in its championship game. You lose badly and you lose a quarterback. I'm going to have to adjust my thinking there. Speaking of my thinking where I was wrong, DeGrom to the Braves didn't happen. He went to the Mets, or he left Mets, goes to Texas. I know Tim might be upset. You can't give this guy 5 years. You couldn't give him 4 years. We talked about this. What contract would you give a 35-year-old guy who's pitched 25 starts the last 2 years? You can't give him that kind of money.
I would have tried to give him a 3-year, kind of similar to a Scherzer contract, but I'd rather go and give that to Rodon and be able to bring back Nimmo.
Exactly. Nimmo, Rodon, Bissett, you need another pitcher. Scherzer's
Verlander, I would take Verlander too. I mean, I know he's getting up there too. Give Verlander 2 years.
Yeah,
Have a rotation with him,
He's going to the Dodgers.
Well, if that's the case, that's the case. But we'll take Rondon, bring back Nimmo, and
I'm taking Rondon over DeGrom every day. Every day, because the guy's 29. He's not 39. I don't care. Listen, DeGrom put up years a la Pedro Martinez 1999. Like, he had epic when he was good.
But at the end of the day, I want players that want to be a Met. DeGrom did not.
No, he wanted to. Listen, the guy's from Texas.
The Mets didn't even get to offer him a final offer before he took the Texas one.
But you know what? He wasn't going to take it. They're not going to give him.
But the point is,
what offer?
He didn't want to be a Met.
They weren't going to offer him 5 years.
Hey, some people can't handle New York. It's fine.
I think he handled New York fine. The guy was a Hall of Famer if he would have stayed healthy there. I mean, let's be honest. The guy had 5 great years. I think he had handled New York. I think he said, you know what? I'm going to go home, and I'm going to get 5 years guaranteed that I'm not going to get from the Mets. And on top of that, I'll be paying nothing in state income taxes to make myself another $20 million.
Yeah, right. Here's DeGrom the rest of his career. He's got 5 years max. He'll pitch for the next 5 years in Texas. The best that they'll do is go, if lucky, 81 and 81. They'll finish 3rd place at best, and then he'll take his money and ride out into retirement.
He is. He took his money to come home. He's got the Astros and Mariners ahead of him, and who knows whatever the hell you get out of the Angels. And you have an A's team that always just every couple of years just seems to find a way to win 90 games.
I feel like the only thing that I'm excited about is being able to see a DeGrom-Ohtani matchup.
What's that total? It'll be 5?
I'll take the over.
Now last year they bought in 2 big bats.
Seager and Simeon.
Now they go out and get DeGrom. Are they done? Like, are they going to go out and get another? Like, if you're spending, right? They gave Martin Perez a contract. Maybe they're saying, you know what?
Martin Perez did sign, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know we're getting off on baseball a little bit, but there's not really many comments going on here.
That's fine.
Listen, DeGrom, take the money, go home.
Bye. See ya. All right. Well, I said in the beginning of the offseason, Mets, you got the 3 big free agents, bring back 2 out of the 3. I said I really wanted Diaz back, and I really wanted Nimmo back. Nimmo was my number 1 thing that I want back.
Get a good center fielder.
Go get him.
Let the guy who's pitched 20 games the last 2 years go, because you're not giving him 5 years. And Tim, don't forget, let's just say that he doesn't want to be a Met. 99% of players are taking the money because you play X amount of years. That's just the way it is. Nobody's leaving money on the table.
He's grabbing the money. He's just done winning. He doesn't want to win anymore. That's all he's saying. He'll take the money.
Most players do take the money.
He won't make the playoffs again.
Most players do take the money.
He'll take the money. Won't make
Who doesn't take the money?
5 years and retire.
Who doesn't take the money? Who takes less money though? Don't be mad because you. See, you're mad because
I'm not mad.
He left the Mets.
I'm not mad.
You're like, oh, he took the money. He doesn't want to win. It's not about winning. I'm getting paid. I'm being home, and that's that. You're not. Who's paying on that money?
Mets could have easily matched that.
They weren't going to match it,
but he didn't want to hear a final offer.
They weren't going to match it. They weren't matching it.
Well, expect something coming out of the Mets the next week because now you get a pissed off Steve Cohen. Enjoy that.
Good. What are you going to do when they sign Judge for $400 million?
Oh God, please no. Sign Nimmo. And Rondon.
Quit betting and start my llama burger business. There you go. Winthrop, Coastal, and do I have Winthrop today? I thought I was going to bet Winthrop today. Winnie Winthrop. Here we go. Yeah, I like Winthrop here. Did not bet it, Lane. Did not bet it. All right. Well, we're going to roll out of here. Me and Tim are going to talk off here about baseball, cold stove, hot stove. Everyone have a good Saturday. Back Sunday. I got to find my fade out. Take it easy.